Good morning, everybody. I'm going to welcome you to take your seat and to close the current conversations until after service. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Grants Pass. And we're going to be singing our opening song today, In the Light, in the Love, in the Glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. All right. Well, I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. The Creator here and now, yeah. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Okay, part two. As you notice, it's just me by myself today. Alyssa is actually off in Hawaii and Maui, getting some well-deserved relaxation time. I don't rest, y'all. I just keep going. So, that being said, this is a song I wrote. It's a sing-along song, so I will need your help. The words are on the screen here, and there will be also a fun section where we split the men and the women. So, the song is called We Stand Strong Alone, Stronger When Together. Now we stand strong alone, stronger when together. We stand strong alone, stronger when together. We each play our role, guided by the soul. We stand strong alone, stronger when together. Yeah, that's right. All right, what do we got next? There we go. We shine light. Yeah. We shine light alone, brighter when together. We shine light alone, brighter when together. We each play our role, guided by the soul. We shine light alone, brighter when together. All right, what else do we do? All right, yeah, here we go. We spread love, and we spread love alone. Farther when together, we spread love alone. farther when together we each play our role, guided by the soul. We spread love alone, farther when together. All right, back to the first one. Let's make it nice and loud for each other. 2, 3, 4. We stand strong alone. Oh yeah. Stronger when together. We stand strong alone. Stronger when together. We each play our role, guided by the soul. We stand strong alone. Stronger when together. All right, now we got this masculine energy getting ready. Let's hear it, men. Let's see what we got. We stand strong alone. Oh, that's nice. Stronger when together. We stand strong alone. Yeah. Stronger when together. We each play our role, guided by the soul. We stand strong alone. Stronger when together. All right, your turn, divine feminine. Here we go. 2. Yeah. Now let's do it one more time through, and I'm going to give up the guitar, and we're going to clap, and we're going to make it real good. Ready? We stand strong alone, yeah. Stronger when together. We stand strong alone. Stronger when together. We each play our role, guided by the soul. Here we go. We stand strong alone. Stronger when together. Yeah. Y'all get an A for participation. Thank you. Thank you for singing. Oh, Mom.
Am I on now? Yes. Let's give him another round of applause. Welcome, everybody. I am so glad you're all here. Happy 4th of July weekend. And as Rev Steve is fond of saying, happy Interdependence Day. Our true independence and freedom are found within. And I totally agree with that. Another minister I know always says happy Interdependence Day because we are all connected. And that works too. Today, wonderful practitioner Jamica Wallace will be stepping in for Reverend Steve and speaking. And I will be doing some of Rev Steve's parts of the service as he enjoys family time on vacation this week. Let's read our mission statement together. We are an open, loving, spiritual community dedicated to evolving consciousness through teaching spiritual principles. We have, for one thing, we have birthdays. Who has a birthday in July? Raise your hand. Yay! Please stand up. Please stand up, and we're going to sing the birthday song.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
We have some very brief announcements today. First of all, this Thursday, 6 to 7:30 p.m. will be our summertime spirit gathering, and our wonderful practitioner Paula Peterson will be facilitating it. And she wanted to let you know that if you attend, we'll be reading the David Alt together on page 12 in the July Science of Mind magazine. So this is a time for us to all get together to bond more, to hear more about each other's lives, and to focus on the themes of the different Science of Mind magazines, what is July's, Paula? You know. It's about wholeness. Yeah, it's about wholeness. So you can just come, and we'd love to have you. And we're trying to decide whether to have it in the LEC or the big room here, and we'll know when. There's a sign-up sheet there, but it's not mandatory that you sign in. Okay. Also, the GPCSL Board of Trustees sent out a letter to all of us in the Friday e-news, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it was very good, I thought. And there's copies on the back table there if you didn't get to read it yet. Let's see. Our meditation before the service is from 9:50 to 10:05, led by the practitioners. And the flowers are from Jillian today. And the lavender is from Sarah. She has a great abundance in her yard. And she invites anybody that wants to take a bunch home with them. So thank you. Thank you, Sarah.
Lavender.
Please silence your phones if you haven't already. And is there anyone here for the very first time? Oh, welcome. So we have a welcome packet, and Janet will bring that to you. And please stay after for refreshments and to get to know us better. The refreshments are in the social hall there. Let's stand and sing We Are One.
We are one, we are one. I am you, you are me, and we are one. And in this unity we shall live in harmony, for peace has come as we are one. We are one, we are one. I am you, you are me, we are one. And in this unity we shall live in harmony, as peace has come, as we are one. All right.
Good morning. I'm Bucky, one of your practitioners here at the Spiritual Center, and I'm honored to be on the podium today. Please join with me in reading the gratitude. I am thankful to honor and love every single part of me. Wow. Today, our practitioner holding the high watch in the back of the room is Janet Murray. And if you have a prayer request, please fill out a little form in the back of the seat, which is yellow, and put it in the offering, or take it to the back table, or go see Janet, and she will pray with you for a minute miracle after the service. Or if she's busy, she'll direct you to the other practitioners. Raise your hand if you're available. We have several of us here today, 4 of us. So please don't leave without prayer. Prayer can be for what you want, what you have, what you desire. We are here with you to pray all week. And you can also do those prayer requests on our website at grantspasscsl.org. Let's read the prayer together. I embrace and honor all of who I am. I absolutely affirm that I am perfect, whole, and complete. Let's sing I Am Love together as you sit in your seat.
The love of God is in my life. I am loved.
I'll bet most of you have some familiarity with the story of Alice in Wonderland. Yes? A lot of things happen in Alice's physical reality, and not things she's actually vibing with in that story. Her adventure down that rabbit hole is really facing herself. One of my favorite quotes from that story is, "You know what the issue is with this world? Everyone wants some magical solution to their problem, and everyone refuses to believe in magic." Isn't that outrageous? I love it. You know, I feel like a bigger part of us and our wholeness journeys individually is like we just don't believe in that magic anymore. We apply a lot of things. We learn, we study, we read them, we get them from our relationships, we struggle with challenges. But we're not seeing the change in physical spaces or experiences. Oftentimes, it's because we miss this special part of the magic. There's something in all of us that's a little bit magical. We forget to apply that, though. So I'm going to ask you to do a little deal with me real quick. In the front of your seats, there's a little note card. Take that out and get a pen or pencil. And we're just going to have a little fun because you're going to take this home with you, and this is going to remind you of your magic, okay? So let's tap into your magic for just a moment, which Alice remarks in the story, it's muchness. I love that word, muchness, a reference to who you are. So I invite you to close your eyes before you start writing and just bring your own muchness and magic into this moment of reflection. Remember that wholeness is not something you have to get, but something you have to rediscover inside yourself. Put aside the narratives that have been injected into your experience, all those voices that has nothing to do with you. Nothing. We come into this world whole. It is internal or external stories that pick us apart and reshape what we believe about ourselves. Remember who you are. Wholeness is not trying to figure out who you are. There is no journey to find pieces of you that is floating out there. It's about remembering. I came into this world with what I needed and complete as who I was. So this is our time to remember this realignment. Allow your breath to take you there. Believing that pieces are missing from you and remembering that it's not about the pieces that are missing. It's about remembering that you have always been whole. And as a message, a reminder for yourself comes to you, feel free to put that down on your little card. Take it home and remember. Knowing that divine intelligence is informing every aspect of each of our lives always. I know and declare that this service is perfectly blessed, that each one of us receives and embodies who they are, the love, the peace, the wholeness. I know this service is blessed, and that each one who is here blesses even more people and even more events, and the shifts in consciousness are already happening right here, right now. And for this, I am so grateful as I release this prayer, knowing that Law has heard this prayer and is acting on it as we close this prayer together. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you. We have a little special music here by Mitchell coming up before we have Jamica's beautiful message. Thank you.
To further elaborate on that idea, my favorite lyric of this next song, Salvation, it goes, "It is already yours." So just remember that, your divine birthright, as we sing this. Everybody here has a part within creation, and everybody here has a heart with motivation. So which way will you go, and will you choose to grow to higher realization? For the choice is yours to open up the doors to live within salvation. Worry not, my fellow friend, for it is already yours. And all the light and love you share, it is the greatest cure. So stand strong as you move on, for it is already yours. Worry not, my fellow friend, for it is already yours. Salvation, salvation, salvation. Salvation. And everybody here has a gift to discover. And everybody here can uplift one another. So which way will you go? And will you choose to grow? To live in higher places? For the choice is yours to open up the doors. To live within salvation. Worry not, my fellow friend, for it is already yours, and all the light and love you share. It is the greatest cure, so stand strong as you move on, for it is already yours. Worry not, my fellow friend, for it is already yours. Yeah. Yeah, it's your divine birthright. Nobody can take it away. Yeah, you're pure, you're whole. Salvation. Yeah, you are the light in this world. Yeah, that's the truth. Oh, salvation. Yeah. Feel free to sing it with me too and activate it in yourself. Salvation. It's only true, for love is you. Here we go. Salvation. Thank you, friend.
That was beautiful. Another round. Thank you. Oh, we are so blessed. So blessed. Well, good morning, everybody. Happy 4th. Did you guys all enjoy your holiday? Everybody have a good time? The 5th? It is, yeah, the 5th's good. It is the 5th, that's right. Happy 5th. I had a good time. I got to go out yesterday and explore our community a little bit. We had a fun little event at All Sports Park down there, food trucks and lots of events. So that was kind of fun for me. Got to go hang out with some of our members here in the community and have a good time. But I had to be home before the fireworks because I've got the 4-legged fur babies that have no idea what's actually happening outside. Anybody else have that going on? Yeah. Those poor babies. I have one that's like, she's totally fine. She's like outside, woohoo, let's have a good time, Mom, look what's happening, you know, and the other one is like, oh my gosh, the world is ending, Mother, you know, she just literally wants to survive the night, you know. She's having a rough morning, actually, poor thing. But yeah, so it did get me thinking, though, about Independence Day. And how we do come together as a nation and a people and we celebrate. And it's really a beautiful thing that we can do that. But I like here in Science of Mind, and we already talked a little bit about it, how here in Science of Mind, we like to ask deeper questions. We like to get a little deeper. And we like to ask things like, how do we move from Independence Day to Interdependence Day, right? Because the freedom, it's not just about the circumstances that's happening outside around us. It's about what we're learning to depend on inside of us. Are we relying on old belief systems, old protective patterns? Or are we learning to lean into that divine presence that's within us? The place that's always been whole, that's always been enough, and is free. It's always been free. So I couldn't really think of a better message for this Sunday. It's so perfect with the theme this month is no matter what, there's no bad parts. Or I'm sorry, we're whole no matter what. Today's talk is there's no bad parts. I'll get that right. So I want to begin by asking a question. Has anybody here ever wished that they could evict a part of their personality? Anyone? Yeah? A few of us, right? You know, that part that says, hey, send that text. And then 5 minutes later, it's like, delete that text. What were you thinking? You know? Or the one that's like, I'm not going to shop so much anymore. And then 5 minutes later is shopping on Amazon, doing a little shopping there. Or my favorite one is, I'm going to eat healthy today. And now on, I'm getting better at this. And then that inner voice is like, potato chips are a vegetable. Right? So the truth is, we all have these going on inside of us. We all have different energies, different parts living inside of us. And in some of the teachings out there, they do believe that some of those undesirable parts aren't acceptable and that we should try to get rid of them. That we need to conquer that fear and we have to eliminate all of our doubts and rein in our anger, get rid of any insecurities that we might have. But what if that's not our assignment? What if healing isn't about becoming somebody new, but it's about embracing ourselves and who we are? Remembering. Because the truth is, we arrived here whole, complete, divine expressions of the source energy. We were perfect when we got here. We still are. But then life started to happen. And very quickly, we started to learn what was acceptable and what's not. Did anybody experience any of these when you were growing up as a kid? Remember hearing these? Shh. Quiet. Quiet. Don't be too loud. Don't cry about that. Don't be such a crybaby. You better be nice. Gotta be nice. Why are you so sensitive? Oh, you're such a drama queen. So much drama. You better toughen up. You gotta be strong. And without realizing it, we all began to create these little storage boxes inside of us. And we realized really quick, like, oh, they didn't like that. So I better take that part of me and I'm gonna hide that over here. And, oh, they definitely didn't approve of that. So I better not do that again. I'm gonna tuck that part of myself over here. I'm not gonna let that be seen again. And before we know it, we're walking around storage units holding all this energy inside of us, right? There's no wonder we're exhausted, guys. So, Ernest Holmes knew this. He said, our words do not restore wholeness. It reveals it. We're not broken people trying to become whole. We are people that are just trying to remember who we are. And there's a big difference in that. Because if we believe we're broken, every self-help book becomes our repair manual. Every affirmation is another attempt to fix ourselves. And our spiritual practice becomes just another project. But if we embrace and realize we're already whole, our work isn't to fix ourselves. It's only to reveal. It's to uncover and just to remember. We all have these parts. And there's actually an entire therapeutic model built around this idea. Dr. Richard Schwartz is a family therapist and the creator of something called internal family systems, which is often referred to as IFS. And years ago, he was working with clients and he began noticing something interesting, that people were talking about themselves as if they had different people living inside of them. Anybody ever done that? Right? Things like, part of me wants to go see those fireworks, but the other part of me wants to stay home with my fur babies and make sure they're safe. Part of me wants to save that money, but that other part of me is still shopping on Amazon. Right? So he realized that people weren't broken or confused, that it wasn't a sign that something was wrong with them, that it was just simply how we're designed. So he developed the internal family system. The word family isn't referring to our external family, but it's referring to the internal family. Those parts of ourselves that we've collected, the personalities, the voices, and the protective mechanisms that all exist within us. Richard Schwartz says that every single one of these parts developed for a reason. Every one of them. Some of them are there to protect us. Some of them are there, they're carrying our old wounds. And some of them are there ready to jump in to keep us safe. And underneath all of those parts is what he calls the self. I like to refer to it as the higher self. And the higher self is calm. It's compassionate. It's wise. It's connected, and it remembers. As Science of Mind students, I don't know about you, but does that sound familiar to anybody else? To me, I hear divine nature. I hear our spiritual truth. I hear the authentic self that's always been whole. So IFS isn't asking us to get rid of these parts, but it's inviting us to become the loving leader of our own inner family. Instead of fighting with ourselves, that we become curious. Instead of judging, we stop and we listen. And instead of asking, what's wrong with me? We ask, what is this part trying to protect me from? Because according to Schwartz, there truly are no bad parts. There's only parts of us that have been working for a really long time. And some of these parts are still working on old, outdated belief systems. They just don't know any better yet. They don't know. It's kind of like when you have a smoke detector that goes off every single time you make toast. You know, it's doing its job. Don't know. So we've all developed these parts, and there are still some of us, these parts are still running the show today. So maybe today's the day that we stop fighting, and we just simply say, thank you. I love you. I see you. I know you've been trying to help me. Sometimes we just got to grab that little inner critic, give him or her a hug. You know the one, that inner critic that's always available, doesn't go on vacation unless, of course, it's with you. It'll go, right? Yeah. Yeah. You know, it likes to tell you all the things you should have done, all the things you could have done better. Who do you think you are? Let you know you're not ready for that yet. But what if we stopped and we just got curious instead? And what if we said, oh, come here, sweetheart. You know, internally, we set them down, give them a little hug. Oh, sweetie, you're so cute. You've done a great job up till now. But what's going on? What are you trying to protect us from? Because the inner critic was born to protect us from disappointment, from the embarrassment, from the rejection. Its methods aren't the greatest, but its intentions are from love. And it just doesn't know any better. So we can start to retrain those patterns. So what if instead of saying, I hate this part of myself, we said, thank you for trying to protect me. It feels different. It feels like compassion. It feels more loving. Because every part developed for a reason. Maybe the people pleaser was there to keep you safe. Or maybe the perfectionism helped you to succeed. Maybe your anxiety helped you to stay alert. And overworking helped you to survive difficult situations. Those parts were never trying to ruin your life. They were trying to save it. The problem is, sometimes those old patterns are still operating. Just like that smoke detector. Just goes off, doesn't know any better. So I wanted to share a personal story. This kind of hit home for me, talking about these inner parts. Some of you may know or may not know that I have dyslexia. And that's a condition that likes to, in my brain, I flip things around and see things twisted and turned, and all kinds of interesting things happen in there. And so growing up, though, I was not, nobody discovered I had this until I was well into high school. So, you know, it wasn't, oh no, Jamica, you have some problems, we need help here. It was, you're lazy and you're not trying and you're not, you know, you're not applying yourself. And so I began to believe that message over and over. I believed that I was broken. I believed I was lazy. And I honestly believed schooling. I didn't like learning. I didn't like learning and I didn't like school. That was just the way it was. But looking back, I know today that's not the truth. And it was a story. It was a story that I inherited. And the story was created, it did create all of those different parts inside of me. And the parts were trying to protect me from feeling embarrassed. You know, they were trying to protect me from failure. Those parts that would say those things, you know, like, don't try too hard, you might still get it wrong. You know, it was just trying to love me. It wasn't trying to destroy my life. But the beautiful thing is, before I even knew about IFS, I intuitively started doing that work. That higher self would start asking me some questions when I would start to beat up on myself. You know, what is wrong with me? That higher self would say, what if nothing's wrong with you? That actually happened to me one day in a meditation, and my mind went, huh? What? What do you mean? What if? Well, that was a whole nother, you know, it just opened the doors for me. Huge. So when I felt the call to start taking classes here at the center, oh man, did that critic show up big time. Like, who do you think you are? You're going to take classes? You think you're going to participate? And, you know, and that inner voice though was like, but what if you're being invited into something different? What if you're being invited to understand in a new way? And that was my truth. I was being invited into that. And today I look at my dyslexia as my superpower. It really is a superpower for me because I can see things differently. I see them completely differently. I get all the different angles and sometimes before other people, not always, and it also gives me ability to help people see things from different angles, which is really nice. So the thing that I tried to hide from actually became one of my greatest strengths. And that's exactly what we're talking about today, isn't it? Sorry, lost my trot here. Hang on. So maybe the parts that we've been fighting for so long, they're not there to hurt us. They're just parts of us that have been misunderstood, and they're just waiting for us to love them again, bring them home. I love Mark Nepo's words. A flower doesn't want to be a fish. A flower doesn't wish it were a fish, and a fish doesn't wish it were a tiger. Yet humans spend so much time wishing we were someone else. Let's stop. Today, we're stopping that. No more. We're just going to embrace who we are. Love ourselves. Because nobody, not one person sitting here today was created by accident. Every single one of us are beautiful, divine, individualized expressions of love. There's no accidents, there's no cookie cutters, no copy and paste. All of you, every part of you has a purpose and an intention and are intentional. So have you ever stopped to consider that curiosity could be a superpower? What if we replace judgment with our curiosity, and instead of saying what's wrong with me, we asked, what is this part trying to tell me? And instead of why am I like this, we asked, what happened that taught me I needed to be like this? And instead of asking how can we get rid of it, we ask how can we love it? Because curiosity can change everything. Judgment will shut doors and slam them shut and keep them shut. But curiosity can open doors wide. So can you guys feel the shift happening on the earth right now? Feel it? There's a shift. There's definitely something happening. This time is calling for change. Not just for personal change, but for a collective one. The old system of proving, performing, pushing, and pretending is outdated. The old story that says we have to earn our worth is tired, and the old belief that we must consistently fix ourselves before we can belong is exhausted. And maybe that's why so many of us do feel so weary, not just physically, but soul tired. Because for so long, We've been taught to measure our value by how well we fit into systems that was never designed to honor our wholeness. We've been told that we need to shrink, that we need to stay silent, that we need to keep proving, keep becoming. It's exhausting. It's done. Somewhere along the way, many of us began treating ourselves like we were just a problem to solve instead of a person to love. Like there was one more thing that we needed to correct, something else we needed to improve, one more thing to overcome and heal. But we don't need to fix ourselves. We simply just need to wake up and remember who we are. Thank you. So what if the invitation is not to become more acceptable to the old system, but to remember that we were never broken in the first place? What if we're being called to a new way of being? A way rooted in truth, in wholeness, in dignity, and in belonging. Today, I truly do believe that Spirit's whispering to all of us, the old way is ending. You don't have to keep carrying what was never yours. You do not have to keep proving what is already true. That you are enough. You are worthy and you are already whole. Nothing is wrong. Nothing needs fixing. There's only remembering, only revealing. We don't need to become somebody new, but rise together in the truth that's been here all along. Ernest Holmes reminds us, self-realization comes to us by recognition. Recognition, remembering, realizing, reconnecting. We don't have to fight our way into wholeness. We simply awaken to the truth of it. So this week I invite you to step into the role of observer. When you need to make a decision, stop and pause and see who shows up. Maybe one part says, hey, go ahead, take the leap, jump. And another part's like, whoa, be careful, don't do that. Stop and pause and sit with them both. Don't silence either one of them. Thank them. Ask them questions. What are you protecting? What do you need right now? You may discover that the anxious parts want some peace, or the inner critic wants some confidence, or your people pleaser wants to rest. Your fearful parts want safety, or your perfectionism wants freedom. There's incredible wisdom waiting right here within us. So in conclusion, there's no healing to be done. There's only truth to be revealed. You have always been whole. Every part of you belongs. Every part of you deserves compassion. Every part of you has a story. Today, let's stop declaring war on ourselves. May we lay down our weapons of judgment. May we become curious, compassionate, and may we remember there are no bad parts. So it is. And I invite us now, we're take a moment and go into prayer. And I just invite you to take a gaze at the candles or the flowers, or close your eyes as that's comfortable. And I just invite us to take a nice deep breath together, allowing ourselves to come into this moment. I invite you to bring the presence of God, Goddess, Spirit, love, divine intelligence, Source, the universe, or simply the sacred mystery of life. Whatever it is for you, I invite you to bring that into your awareness now. I know there is one life, one infinite presence, one divine intelligence expressing itself in and through all of creation. That presence is whole. It is complete. It is perfect love, infinite wisdom. And because there is only one life, I know that this same present lives fully within each of us. It is the deepest truth of who we are. I recognize the divine self in each of us, the calm and wise presence that is forever guiding us, the limitless love that forever embraces us, and the infinite intelligence that forever directs us, the radiant light that forever shines through us. I know that every person is awakening to a greater awareness of their own divine truth. I know that we walk through this life with freedom in our hearts and peace in our minds. I know that we move with confidence, courage, joy, and compassion. And I know that we honor every experience as part of the unfolding journey of awakening, as we recognize the sacred gift that has always been within us. Today we remember who we are. We remember that we are complete expressions of one life. We remember that love is our nature, peace is our foundation, joy is our birthright, wholeness is our truth. And with my heart overflowing with gratitude, I give thanks. I give thanks for this beautiful spiritual community, for every open heart, for the wisdom that continues to reveal itself in our lives, and for the love that conquers all. I know that the law always responds to my word. With confidence, I release it directly into that law, knowing it is done. And we can affirm it together by saying, and so it is. Thank you. And I'm going to invite Deborah to come up now, and she is going to do our prosperity affirmation.
That was beautiful. It's time for our offerings. Here's our prosperity affirmation. So I invite you to put your gift on your heart and say with me, abundance is everywhere and in everything. I share my abundance generously with this center, who gives so much to me and all of us.
So blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful. So blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, so grateful, I am so blessed.
Thank you, Mitchell. So I want to speak my word for and bless these gifts shared today. I know these are expressions of our limitless potential. They ripple out, creating goodness in our community, blessing both the giver and the receiver, allowing the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living doors to be open as a sanctuary for those remembering who they are, and for that we are all so blessed. And so it is.
And so it is.
I think we're doing the peace song.
The peace song.
So stand up and we'll do the peace song.
All right, everybody. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Okay, I got something new for everybody. You ready for something new? We're going to do something new today. All right, so repeat after me. Something sacred is awakening within me. It flows through my thoughts. It breathes my body. It blossoms in my life. I welcome it. I trust it. I am whole, complete, and free. Thank you, life. See you next week. Thank you, guys.